Now the second type of isomerism is known as the structural isomerism. Right, students? Now we will see what is a structural isomerism. Structural isomerism is due to different arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Right? While stereoisomerism, it is due to the different arrangement or orientation of atoms or group of atoms in the space. Right, students? While in structural isomerism, atoms are arranged in a different way within the molecules. Right? Or we can say in structural isomerism, organic molecules having same molecular formula, but their structural formulas are different, right? So such type of isomerism is known as structural isomerism. Dear students, first of all, we will study in detail about stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism. As I told you, stereoisomers, they have same molecular formula as well as structural formula. It means molecular formula is same, right? Their molecular formula is same. As well as their structural formula is also same. Right? But what is the difference? They have the different arrangement of atoms in the space. Or we can say they have different configuration. Their configuration is different. Right, students? Configuration means three-dimensional arrangement of atoms in the space. Configuration, it means three-dimensional arrangement of atom. Arrangement of atoms. Right, students? Now we are going to discuss stereoisomerism in detail. We have two types of stereoisomerism, right? We have two types of stereoisomerism. The first one is known as optical isomerism. And the second type is known as geometrical isomerism or cis-trans isomerism. Geometrical isomerism or cis-trans isomerism. Right, students? First of all, we will study optical isomerism in detail. we will study optical isomerism in detail. Now, before going to discuss optical isomerism, we must know some important terms like asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Asymmetric carbon or a chiral carbon. Chiral carbon atom, right students? Now we must know what is meant by asymmetric carbon atom or a chiral carbon atom. Carbon atom which is bonded to 4 different atoms or group of atoms is called an asymmetric carbon atom or a chiral carbon atom. Carbon atoms which is bonded to 4 different atoms or group of atoms is called an asymmetric carbon atom or a chiral carbon atom, right? For example, we have a carbon atom here. This is the carbon atom. On one side of a carbon atom, for example, we have a bromine atom. On other side, we have a methyl group. On one side, we have ethyl group, right? CH2, CH3. And on one side, we have a propyl group. CH2, CH2, CH3. Now you can notice the students, this carbon atom is asymmetric carbon atom. This carbon atom is asymmetric carbon atom. This is asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon, right students? This is asymmetric carbon atom. Why? Because with this carbon atom, all the 4 atoms or group of atoms which are attached with this carbon atom are different, right? On one side of this carbon atom, we have a methyl radical. On other side, we have an ethyl radical. On one side, we have an propyl radical. And on this side, we have a bromine atom, right? So all the 4 atoms or group of atoms are different, which are attached with this carbon. That's why this carbon is asymmetric carbon, or we can say this is a chiral carbon. Asymmetric carbon or a chiral carbon, right? A chiral carbon atom. Right student? Now let's see one more example. For example, we have a molecule like this, a carbon atom here. On one side, we have COOH, this group. On one side, we have hydroxyl group. Here we have hydrogen atom. And again, here we have CH2OH, this group. You can notice the students here, this carbon atom is also asymmetric carbon atom. Asymmetric carbon, or we can say a chiral carbon atom. Chiral carbon atom. Why it is a chiral carbon atom or an asymmetric carbon atom? Since all the 4 atoms or group of atoms which are attached with this carbon are different, right? You can notice on one side of this carbon atom, we have hydrogen atom, right? A different atom. Here another group of atoms which is different. Here we have OH group, hydroxyl group, and here we have CH2OH group, right? All the 4 atoms or group of atoms which are attached with this carbon atom are different. That's why this carbon atom is asymmetric carbon or a chiral carbon atom, right? Chiral means, asymmetric means without. It means this carbon atom is without symmetry. Now, first of all, we will study in detail about the first type of stereoisomerism, that is the optical isomerism, right students? Now, we are going to study in detail about optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. Dear students, we must know what is meant by optical activity. It is the ability of a compound to rotate the plane of polarized light. Ability of a compound to rotate the plane of polarized light is known as optical activity. Such compounds which rotate the plane of polarized light are known as optical active compound, and this phenomena is known as optical isomerism. Optical activity is detected by using we can detect the optical activity by means of polarimetry, right? Now we are discussing the optical isomerism. An optical active compound exists in 2 forms, 2 isomeric forms. Either they can rotate the plane of polarized light to right side, or either they can rotate the plane of polarized light to left hand side. So we can say, based upon the rotation of plane of polarized light, we have 2 types of optical isomerism, 2 types of optical isomers. Right students? So the first type of optical isomer is the isomer which rotate the plane of polarized light to right hand side. So optical active compound, an optical active compound active compound. Dear students, what is an optical active compound? This is the compound which can rotate the plane of polarized light, right? It can rotate the plane of polarized light. Now, based upon the direction of rotation, we have 2 types of optical active compounds, right? An optical active compound can rotate the plane of polarized light to different directions. It can rotate the plane of polarized light to clockwise direction, or can also rotate the plane of polarized light to anti-clockwise, right? So we can say we have 2 types of optical active compounds. The first one is known as dextrorotatory. Dextrorotatory or plus isomer plus compounds, right? These are the compounds or the isomers plus isomer. What is plus isomer, student? This is the isomer which can rotate the plane of polarized light to clockwise direction. Dextrorotatory or plus isomer rotate the plane of polarized light to clockwise direction. The isomer which rotates